Welcome, gathered friends, to this journey back to the Legends of Chima. Chima is my personal favorite system LEGO theme. It's always gotten a bad rap due to multiple factors. But today I want to start a journey through the World of Chima. To show people that Chima was an underrated gem, this video series should be like what R.R. Slugger did for Time Cruisers, for he was my biggest inspiration for making this retrospective. Let's set the stage. LEGO Ninjago came out in 2011 and subconsciously filled in the void left by Bionicle. To some, that statement may be a bit confusing. Wasn't Hero Factory made to fill the Bionicle void, I hear you cry out? Yes, Hero Factory filled LEGO's construction hole until the return of Bionicle with Generation 2. When I say void, I'm not referring to LEGO but the toy industry as a whole. Since Bionicle, the toy industry hadn't seen a big phenomenon toy. To get an idea of what I'm referring to, here's a history of boy toy phenomenon starting with Kenner's Star Wars toy line released a year after the movie in 1978. Next in 1982 was G.I. Joe, a real American hero, not to be confused with the original action dolls of the 1960s. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe in 1983. 1984 saw the importing of Beast King Go Lion as Voltron, and Takara's Diaclone and Microchange as the Transformers. And that's not even including all the other toys not made by Takara and licensed for the Transformers. Thundercats in 1985, and this is where things start to slow down as we stop seeing toy lines that made a cultural impact. 1988 saw the release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon and toy line, not to be confused with the Mirage comics that came out in 1984. In the wake of the early 90s fascination with dinosaurs, Super Sentai made its way to the West and became Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. After Power Rangers is when I feel the toy age started to die. Video games were becoming bigger and bigger as a medium, and cartoons were less about selling toys and more about general entertainment. Naturally, there were toys. Superheroes like Batman and the X-Men were popular, along with Hasbro's relaunch of the Transformers with Beast Wars. Then finally we reached Bionicle in 2001, and nothing would be a phenomenon, that I can think of at least, for a decade. The entertainment landscape had changed so much by the 2000s. The 2000s is when gaming truly overtook the toy industry. When I formed this timeline, I went with the most culturally impactful of the time. So while I think Dino Riders are cool, it has no place on this timeline and list. Also, the brand needed to be action figures first, so no Pokemon. Well, besides Star Wars, but Star Wars practically invented the modern toy industry we see today, so I couldn't leave it out. As someone who was there, Ninjago was a phenomenon. It was big in 2011, but it hit us like a truck when 2012 rolled around. Who was the Green Ninja was the biggest question on the playground. The marketing worked wonders to say the least. Also, nobody guessed as a kid Lloyd would be the Green Ninja, mostly because everyone hated him. LEGO Ninjago is a Big Bang theme. Some of you might be asking, what is a Big Bang theme? So it's a LEGO theme that is supposed to last 3 or more years and tends to get a ton of marketing attention from LEGO. From my understanding, Big Bang seems to be a loose term. The Secret Life of Lego Bricks attributes the term to Atlantis and alien conquest. Personally, I don't count them due to the definition stated earlier. I believe the first true Big Bang theme was Bionicle. Ah yes, it always goes back to Bionicle. It laid the groundwork for future Big Bang stories going forward, but only really the first 3 years. Usually, a Dark Lord threatens the land, then multiple heroes rise up to defeat them. With the help of their wise old mentor figure, the Dark Lord is defeated and retreats. The younger protagonist, destined for greatness, unleashes an ancient race that threatens the world. The Dark Lord bides his time till the threat is vanquished, until the destined time at hand when he returns with a more powerful army, and the younger protagonist arises above his peers to become a golden warrior of legend. Now, not all Big Bang themes follow this exact story. They each take elements or remove other parts when crafting their stories. Chima takes the least, but the stuff it does is twisted, making it feel way more different from its other Big Bang contemporaries. While Bionicle was first, but the first traditional system theme was Knight's Kingdom 2. It had a 3-year run with a lot of media, especially for the time. It was also the first Big Bang with a castle theme. It plays the medieval aspect more straight than the next similar theme. After that was Exoforce, based on the real robot genre of anime, not to be confused with super robots. Real robots tend to focus on the harsh aspects of war, compared to the super robots being about giant combining robots fighting monsters of the weak. Then finally we reached Ninjago, which would become the most successful Big Bang theme that LEGO would produce. LEGO Legends of Chima started out as an idea for Ninjago. There were going to be animal-themed villains. And you're not going to believe what the first tribe was. In the book Secret Life of Lego Bricks, it was Birdmen.
Most notably, the mountain scene's bird creatures looked like they were straight from LEGO Legends of Chima, the next big theme that would follow LEGO Ninjago. LEGO Chima would, in fact, grow out of the discarded ideas for animal-based bad guys from LEGO Ninjago.
The idea of Birdmen was scrapped for Ninjago, but the idea had promise, so it was put on hold for the possibility of becoming Ninjago's successor. But that was only the case on the Ninjago side of development, before we really even got to set design. In 2010, Mark Stafford and Jordan Swartz wanted to resurrect 2 dead LEGO themes, Exoforce and Fabuland. Fabuforce were animal-themed Exoforce mecha piloted by Fabuland minifigures. Mark Stafford would later go on to work on a lot of Chima set design. There's a solid chance these are some of the earliest concept models for Chima. Think of these less as prototype sets and more of as concept models to get the ball rolling. Nothing even meant for retail, but a proof of concept. Another good example of this is Christian Faber's model that inspired the Time Cruiser's theme. For Ninjago's second year, snakes were chosen as the only villains that could be animal-themed for the security of Chima's success. In a way, snake vehicles were prototypes for Chima sets. The snakes seem alien to Ninjago. I don't believe that they originally hail from the land of Ninjago. I wonder where they could have originally come from if they don't come from Ninjago. LEGO Legends of Chima released in 2013. Chima was going to be LEGO's next Big Bang theme, replacing Ninjago. That's where most of the hate originated from, the fact that it felt like LEGO was trying to take away the ninja from us, thus creating a deep-seated hatred of Chima from Ninjago fans. Kids are not as stupid as adults want to believe. Kids saw straight through Chima's marketing as the next big thing. It was so bad LEGO had to bring Ninjago back where it has now become an evergreen theme. The hate has died down, and I feel it's time that we can really look at it with a critical eye, to see what people missed out on due to blind hatred, for the people to see why this is my favorite LEGO system theme. Compared to most themes at the time, Chima had multiple factions, or tribes, in a sense harkening back to the days of castle and space factions. This would be its core identity, animal tribes fighting over the magical substance, Chi. The story says that one day the sky opened up and Mount Kavora rose into the sky. The water that flowed from Mount Kavora had mystical properties, and when the animals drank of it, it evolved them, and they became smarter than their ancestors. Chi is a water-based substance that comes from the floating mountain called Kavora. It contains the power of nature itself. When chi flows from Mount Kavora, it is aggregated into the sacred pool. Minerals in that pool allow for the chi to become chi crystals and chi orbs. When using a harness, a user can plug chi and harness the raw power of nature. When harnessing the power of chi, the user becomes more powerful. You can only use chi when you are of age. Chi must be used. If hoarded, the world will be engulfed in natural disasters. This is why the lions took it upon themselves to distribute the chi. Chi also is used to power the weapons and vehicles of the animals. Once a month, the sacred pool forms a special chi that when formed can cause tremors. That is the golden chi crystal. Instead of plugging it in, the golden chi is used for creation. Anything the user can think of becomes reality. In the toy line itself, it's easily the rarest version of chi. It only appears in 4 sets. Yeah, chi is a drug. There's no getting past the symbolism. It's a bit strange that LEGO of all companies would choose to make a toy line and show around this concept. The TV staff even joked about that all the time. Before we move on from chi, I'd like to clarify a few things, more specifically how I'm using the words chi crystals and chi orbs. In the television show and the lore, there is no difference between chi crystals or orbs, but in the toy line it paints a different picture. My distinction is based on how there are 2 types of pieces used for chi in the toy line: the larger crystals that are designed after the iconic crystal, and the round tiles that go on the torso armor. The larger crystals are either a MacGuffin or a power source for many vehicles. Chi orbs are used almost exclusively on minifigures. Some of the Year 2 sets would have chi orbs not on minifigures, but it's because of those sets I make this distinction. The world of Chima is populated by animal people. When they drank the chi water, they gained intelligence. The people of Chima come from all different animal species. The people of Chima are split into many different tribes. The first to drink the chi water was the Lion tribe. They are the protectors of the sacred pool of chi. They live at the base of Mount Kavora in the Lion Chi Temple. They are ruled by King Legravis, a noble and just king. Their vehicles tend to be buggy-like craft for traveling across all terrains. The lions are the most noble tribe of all of Chima. The eagles live high in the sky atop the eagle spires. They focus on knowledge and technology above all else. The eagle spires are home to the most vast collection of knowledge in all of Chima. They are ruled by Ewald, the leader of the ruling council. Their vehicles are streamlined jets and tanks that have escape pods if the main body goes down. The eagle tribe is allied with the lion tribe. The tribe most in tune with nature is the gorilla tribe. They live in trees with their huts made of giant fruit. They are mostly mellow and strive at being in tune with nature. Of all the tribes, they try to preserve nature as much as possible. But if angered, they will unleash their full fury. The gorillas are led by Grumlow, a leader in spirituality more than anything else. Their vehicles are mechs that are more of an extension of themselves. They are allied with the lion tribe. The rivals to the lion tribe are the crocodile tribe. The crocs live in the swamp in the Croc Swamp hideout. They are some of the most ferocious warriors in all of Chima. They lead the rebel alliance against the lion tribe. Their vehicles are militaristic. On land, they have tanks that can slice and dice their enemies, but on water, it's a different story. They are the naval power of Chima. The tribe was once ruled by King Crominus, but after an unforeseen accident, the king is now Krager. The ravens are the most greedy tribe in all of Chima. The tribe is more of a thieves' guild than anything else. The ravens live in a junkyard where they hoard all their stolen goods to sell on market day. Many ravens have prosthetic limbs. It's a mystery how many of them got them. Raven vehicles are made of whatever they could find. Their thief king is Razam. They are allied with whoever pays the best. The wolves are a nomadic tribe, not to be confused with the nomads. The wolves live in a pack. They are the best hunters in all of Chima, and possibly the most fearsome warriors in Chima. The wolf tribe tends to be more solitary than other tribes in Chima. The larger wolf trucks serve as camps for the wolves. Inside the truck holds their most sacred relic, the Mother Tooth, a gift from the wolf legend beast. The wolves are led not by an older, wiser wolf, but the strongest of the pack. That wolf is Wariz. They are allied with the Croc tribe. If there are any tribes I missed, they are not important to this year's story, or in general, unimportant. The nomads were just filler to make this year have an even more lively world. I'll save the other 2 tribes for when they appear in set form. Each tribe tends to have a main tribe member we follow. Laval is the Prince of the Lions, a brave lion who is still young at heart. Wanting to prove his worth, Laval must learn what it takes to be the leader of the lions and all the other tribes of Chima against external threats. Eris is a quick-witted eagle. She spends most of her time with the land creatures instead of the eagles on the spire. Eris is a bit of a strategist. What she lacks in strength can be made up with her intellect. Gorzan, like all gorillas, is very mellow and less provoked. Like all gorillas, he is extremely powerful. He is very in tune with nature. Make sure not to step on a flower because you will see his gorilla strength and rage. Krager is the Prince of the Crocodiles. Once the best friend of Laval, he now wishes to conquer Chima for its chi. Or at least that's what his sister wishes for. Razor, like most ravens, is interested in one thing and one thing only: riches. If he ever appears generous, it's almost certainly part of a get-rich-quick scheme. Warriors is the strongest of the wolves, thus he is the alpha, but he was also given that role due to the fact he is the most personable, and is the statesman of the wolves. Due to the fact there are multiple types of harnesses, it can feel that Chima sets have a lot of exclusive minifigures. So the way I will be talking about exclusive minifigures is if the character or a combination of head, torso, and legs is exclusive to a certain set. Exclusives include, for an exclusive character, Crueler, and as an exclusive variant, King Lagravis from the Fire and Ice Wave. While none of his parts are exclusive to him, that combination is. I believe that does it for the introduction to the Legends of Chima.
As I was saying, the reason why the Bridgewalker is in fact not the best set from the line is that the original Sentry is, because of its alt build, the Laser Sentry.
The strength of the alt build. Jesse, you absolute animal.
Yes, the alt build itself validates the strength of the set as a whole.
Yes, because it's... Hey! Who are you?
Yeah, how'd you get in here?
Are you supposed to be...
I don't think he's supposed to be here. You must have left the door unlocked.
I didn't leave the door unlocked. Jesse, you forgot to lock the door. Look, it's open. Hey, wait a moment. Jesse, call the cops. There's been a break-in. Only monofigs allowed, scum.
Tyler, that's kind of racist.
Jesse, I'm so glad we came home with all of these police officers.
I'm Paleozoic Bricks and unleash the power.